arch game is better than yours.
Welcome to the feast, I unleash, I'm a motherfucking
Tell us who you are and your address and your social security number and all that.
Alright, so first we'll start with credit card number because that's the most important. Alright, so I'm Nick Lucas. Nick Lucas Fitness is my channel name. I've had my YouTube channel for about 10 months now. I've been lifting for 3 years, mainly in powerlifting now. I started off in bodybuilding for the first year or so. But my channel mainly focuses on helping people learn the ins and outs of fitness in general, building muscle, building strength, nutrition, and the other strong half of it is just comedy and like stupid nonsense. So
and his channel's really funny, so I recommend you guys check it out. And tell them what we're about to do today.
We're gonna do some bench press. We're gonna get some upper body workouts in, and after we lift something heavy here, we're gonna go do some accessories.
Alright guys, so coming at you with an informative chest workout here. So we started off with barbell bench press. So Nick is warming up with some speed reps. This is to increase specificity for strength. So he's going as fast as he can on that way up to increase his fast twitch muscle activation, fast twitch muscle fiber activation. That's going to help him warm up to be stronger and more powerful, whereas I'm going a little slower in this clip to warm up with the bar, as you can see, because my priority is my mind-muscle connection with my chest, because I'm a bodybuilder, so my priority is physique and cultivating that mind-muscle connection. So here you see I'm warming up with 85 pounds. I like to do a couple warm-up sets, so I did one with the bar, or one or two with the bar, one with 65 and one with 85. You should do this for any compound lift at the beginning of a workout, just to get used to the movement and used to the weight. So I did a couple reps with 85 here. Things YouTubers do.
I'm trying to be a cinematographer.
Admire the beauty.
does it show the...
We're not actually benching 315, we're just taking video of it.
Yeah, this might not happen.
Alright, so after our warm-up sets, we moved into our working sets of barbell bench press. Nick is wearing his belt here to increase his core activation, his core stability, because it's squeezing your abs tight. He's benching 315 here for singles. His goal mainly is his strength, like I said, and my goal mainly is my mind-muscle connection, but I actually did go for strength on barbell bench press. I wanted to see if I could hit a 3x3 with 95 pounds, which is what you're seeing here, and I actually hit 4 sets of 3 with 95, which was really exciting. Yeah, so from that clip, basically I'm a dork. So I'm including this clip here before my set to show you guys something that I like to do to increase mind-muscle connection in my chest. I suggest this tip for a lot of guys actually, but I was bringing my arm across my chest and squeezing my chest muscles just to get some more blood flow into the area and feel a better mind-muscle connection with my chest, because typically in bench press, my shoulders really like to take over the movement because they are a bit stronger, but I still want to develop the strength in my chest, so I do that before my sets in order to increase the activation there. And I'm a dork again.
The lengths that we go through for you guys. Gotta be like really careful.
bicep falls. You got it. You got it. It survived. That's so here you're seeing Nick's last set of barbell bench press. He dropped the weight down just a little bit to get a couple of reps in. So with bodybuilding versus strength training, it is important to get in heavy compound lifts like the barbell bench press, regardless of whether you're going for strength or aesthetics, simply because if you are getting stronger, you are building muscle tissue, which will contribute to your aesthetics. And if you are trying to get stronger, then you should also do some exercises in the higher rep ranges so that your body is getting used to a variety of different rep ranges. So here we're doing incline dumbbell chest press. So this incorporates both your front delt and your chest in the movement, as well as your triceps. Here I'm using 35-pound dumbbells. Notice how the dumbbells are very controlled, and if you're not very good with dumbbells and you're a beginner to weightlifting, you might notice that your wrists are very shaky. I highly suggest continuing to work with some lower weight dumbbells in order to build that stability in your wrists so that when you want to go heavier, you're able to keep the dumbbell steady. This is something that's very common in beginners, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just something that you should work on if you're new to lifting weights and want to go heavy. Here, Nick is doing 85, I believe, pounds with his dumbbells and is doing the incline press as well. Some key points for form for this exercise, I would say, is to make sure your butt and your back are pressed against the bench. You're bringing the dumbbells down to where your elbows are at least hitting 90 degrees, if not a little bit lower. You want to feel that stretch in your chest at the bottom and contract your chest to push the dumbbell up to the top. Choose a weight that you are able to control, both with your wrists, your elbows, and that you're able to feel working in your chest and not just having your shoulders take over, because it's very easy to do with this type of heavy movement. So here I went up in weight to 40s, and it was actually pretty heavy. I was only getting about 5 reps, but that was good for me because I'm trying to increase my flat bench barbell press, so that has a bit of a carryover. So if I'm doing lower reps, specifically on incline, then that's going to carry over to my low rep maxes on my flat bench. So make sure you're choosing accessory work that is going to help build your compounds if you want to get stronger in your compounds. So next we moved on to a superset with seated incline dumbbell curls and a dumbbell tricep skull crusher. So here we move the incline up a lot to about I would say 60-degree angle. At the incline bench press was probably a 30-degree angle. We do this because you don't need to be that far back for a dumbbell curl, but the point of the incline seat here is notice how my elbows are farther back than my torso. This allows a full stretch on the bicep because your arms are literally hanging behind you. So make sure with the bicep curl, wow, I really can't talk today. With the bicep curl, you are letting your arm come all the way down at the bottom. You should feel your tricep kind of flex at the bottom. That's how you know your arm is all the way down. And then you're bringing the dumbbell up and bringing your pinkies up towards your chin at the top of every rep. That's going to help you squeeze your bicep together just a little bit more. And then here with the dumbbell skull crusher, my hands are on the sides of the dumbbell. I am making sure to get to around 90 degrees and feeling the full stretch in my tricep. And when I get to the top, I'm not only fully extending my arms, but I'm also squeezing my triceps together. It's not really easy to see because I don't have that much definition, but make sure you are squeezing those arms up at the top. And notice when I took that dumbbell down, I brought it down to my shoulder first and then grabbed it with both hands and then brought it to the ground. That's the safest way to do it, is balancing it on your shoulder, both getting it up onto over your head and getting it down from behind your head. So here Nick's grip is a little bit different on that dumbbell. Notice how his hands are kind of overlapping. Either is fine. Some people have issues with pain in their wrists with things like skull crushers, so do what's most comfortable. We are going for a 1 rep max here, 25 pounds on each side.
I like that bacon.
Just kidding.
You got it. Come on. Push. You got it.
Alright, so after that superset, we moved on to a seated flat hammer strength chest press. So this is another movement that is specific to building up that barbell bench press strength. So I was going for more of the 6 to 8 rep range on this movement. So it's a little bit lower in the hypertrophy range and a little bit higher in the strength range. So kind of getting the best of both worlds there. I'm still getting to work on a lot of strength. And so I did 25 pounds on each side. Nick just threw a plate on top of that. Key tips with this are to make sure your back and butter against the bench, just like a normal bench press or any type of bench press. Make sure your elbows are coming all the way back, your wrists are straight and stiff, and you're not letting your wrists bend back on this movement. Take a deep breath in every time you bring the weight down back towards your chest, and exhale on the way out if that helps you derive more force for the movement. That's one thing that I really like to employ. You can kind of notice I'm holding my breath for the majority of that push, and then right at the end, I'll exhale to get that last bit out. And this is probably the longest rep in the entire world right here. It's like 10 seconds long, and I didn't even lock out. But that was like eight or so reps. But anyways, after that, we moved on to the tricep cable push down. This is a movement that I see a lot of people doing wrong, so I really wanted to explain this today. Make sure the heels of your hands are on that bar, and notice how Nick is squeezing his triceps at the bottom of the movement. That's very important. So you're letting your arms come up to 90 degrees, no higher than that, maybe just a little bit, but you don't want the cable or the attachment to come all the way up to your chin, because then you're losing tension on your tricep and you're just using your forearms to push the weight down. So see here, I'm starting at the bottom, coming up to 90, a little bit farther than 90 degrees, and squeezing my triceps at the bottom. I am also pushing the bar down, and then when I get to the bottom, a little bit towards my body. So that's helping me squeeze my triceps back at the bottom of the movement. And when I'm doing this tricep push down, I'm employing just a little bit of momentum for that last rep or two to see if I can get my triceps in a couple more reps. This helps because your triceps are already on fire by the end of the set. So it's not an issue of activation for those last couple reps, just like in my last shoulder video, how I was saying employ a little bit of momentum at the end just to burn out the muscle more, because it's already the most activated and the most used at that point. So last we moved on to a pec deck fly. So notice how Nick put his hands on the metal rather than on the handle. So this allows us to use less forearm if we were to use the handle, versus actually contracting from the chest, pushing from the elbow, and not really using much forearm in the movement. So we're both putting our heels of our hands on the side of the metal there.
Alright, don't be mad, it just started recording. A couple more.
Okay, okay, I'll do a drop.
There you go. You're good.
Notice how my palms up, supinated grip allows the pec to get more involved in the movement. And I really feel it. Alright, so I'm just throwing in this last clip of my third set of the barbell bench press. This was from the beginning of the workout, but I'm just throwing this in so I can say thank you guys for watching the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you learned anything about training your chest or your triceps, and 1 bicep exercise, but this is a great workout with Nick. I really suggest going to check out his channel. I'll have it linked in the description box below, and keep an eye out for part 2 of our collab. We do a kind of a Q&A sort of thing, an informational video, informational talk for you guys. So give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys. I love this camera. Recording my voiceover, like, there's a break in the video.